Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Orioles.
Thank you, Heidi. So here's the cleanup hitter, Renato Nunez. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound.
Now batting.
In now for the O's, Pedro Severino comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch coming, here it is. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
Hey, looks like they might have something brewing right here. That's back-to-back base runners after a few runs were scored in the inning before, too.
Yeah, Dan, I have to imagine your team throws up a crooked number. You want to go out there and throw a donut up, but they are putting some guys on base. This could get interesting.
Anthony Santander the next to bat. No balls and 1 strike. Here's strike 2 as the slider hits the outside corner. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Drives it out to deep right center field. Racing back the center fielder. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field. Number 10 for him on the year, as it's now a 7-3 game.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
Now batting.
To the plate now, Malquin Canelo. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Oh.
2-0.
Now for 4 innings, he was great. But here in the 5th, he looks like a completely different guy out there. That happens a lot when a pitcher is facing batters for the 2nd or 3rd time in a game.
And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1. Line towards center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Yeah, and I think he might have lulled himself into a false sense of security out there. Prior to this inning, he was pitching a shutout, but now he's starting to look a little off.
Mayfield.
At the plate now, Jack Mayfield, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Takes this the other way to right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Now batting. Third baseman.
So coming to the plate, Pat Valaika hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like you did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
And the runner scores all the way from first as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 7-4 contest. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Into the box, Yusniel Diaz. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him as it's now a 1-run game, 7-6 now. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Dan, they're absolutely knocking the cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Dwight Smith Jr.
Into the box now, Dwight Smith Jr. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 15 for him thus far as they grab an 8-7 lead in this seesaw game. Well, if you're just joining us, that's the 7th home run hit so far in this game. Really unbelievable stuff.
Yeah, Matty, it's scorching out right now, and they always say when the weather gets hot, the ball starts traveling. Dan, what's your take?
That's exactly what happens, D-Row. Come out of spring training in a lot of the places, it's a little damp, it's a little cold, but when it starts to heat up and get hot and humid, it definitely plays right into the hands of the hitters, and they're taking advantage of the conditions today.
Brent Suter, the 6-foot